are you?
I'm great.
You look cute. My other speaker for the day. Working together.
She radiates beauty inside and out, as you can see. She has close to 60,000 subscribers on YouTube with her channel Uncomfortable Growth. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. Yes. It touches on a lot of topics that are very relevant to today. And those who know her from her social media platforms can attest to the fact that she's very vibrant, can pull off anything, and definitely accompanies her beauty with brains. So the special lady I've been rambling about is none other than Ntshehi.
Hi guys! Thank you for singing for us. That was lovely. Pearl has never experienced that. Like they didn't sing at her is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're both super excited to be here. We're going to speak honestly about our experience at varsity. I think varsity is a very exciting time. I think it's a very challenging time. But the mandate is to have fun.
Yeah.
The mandate is to grow. The mandate is to get the degree. I should have said get the degree first. The mandate is to get the degree and then to have fun and other stuff.
Hi guys. Hi. I feel like my intro wasn't done any justice, so I'm going to introduce myself to you guys.
Wow.
I'm just joking. I just normally introduce myself. My name is Ntshehi. Outside of the whole Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, I'm a two-time law graduate. I'm a founder of an NPC called Project 31 that looks at the girl child and the boy child, irrespective of their sexual orientation, and we equip them with soft skills. Not only that, we obviously do like charity work and stuff like that, and I mentor girls for pageants. So that is me in a nutshell. We had two different varsity
Two different experiences.
I went to a private varsity.
I went to UCT. Yeah. I went to UCT, very big, so I'm used to residences. I went to Grosha Michelle residence. I stayed there for 3 years. Yeah, so res life is something that I'm very acquainted with. It's what, man, res really grounded me in varsity. I'm really happy I had the opportunity to be in a residence. I think it makes finding your people easier, gravitating towards school a lot better, and also just having help around you. I know that this is a health science residence, so it's cool that you're surrounded by people who are studying in the same faculty as you, and I hope that you guys really do lean on each other, because y'all don't need each other if you have not already learned that. So elaborate on the importance of living a holistic life, especially in a varsity setting.
I think it's kind of deep. I mean, don't you guys think that you guys are just thrown into the deep end? You just come out of, or you just came out of like high school where you were used to a certain like schedule. Now you have to do everything yourself, meaning administration on campus when you first arrive. You have to settle in, make your bed and stuff, but other than that, then you meet all these different people from different walks of life. And then you start thinking, shoot, am I gonna fit in? I think my varsity, I had a lot of pressure. I mean, I was from a different background. I went to a private institution, but on a bursary, which really didn't make sense. And I didn't get that bursary off of, I mean, yeah, I was smart, but the only reason why I got it was because I worked at McDonald's. I mean, you get people whose fathers are like the CEO of Transnet, who are there, and they have like X5s. That time, we are combat, then Gautrain, then varsity, and then when you want to go back home, it's like a van to the Gautrain, then Gautrain we are combat twice, then you're home. You know, so I think that was my biggest challenge, like stepping into a whole different world.
I think that, like, I think in high school I did alright, you know? I did my work. I showed up. My marks they were cute. But coming into varsity, there was such a big emphasis on the workload and being a university student and how hard work is going to be, and there was just a priority on schoolwork, which I think is super important. But for me, I wish someone told me about life in varsity. Besides it being a whole new, different academic adventure for you, you guys are learning about yourselves. You're not with your parents. You have freedom. Even if you are at res, I know sometimes res holds us back, but I know that you're experiencing some sort of freedom. You're finding yourselves, you're meeting people that you had never met before, people from different walks of lives. You're exposed to so much more. So my biggest thing is that it's, as much as school is important, finding yourself and prioritizing yourself is equally as important. If you are confused, this is the time to be confused. I wish I had someone tell me at varsity that I'm a kid. You're 18, 19, 20 maybe at most, I'm assuming, 20 maybe at most, and when you come to varsity, I think there's a huge emphasis on you being a young adult and you taking school seriously and you being responsible for your tutorials, for your tests, and just for yourself as a being. And as much as that is true, because you're older, there are responsibilities, but you're still a kid. Being confused about what you're studying is fine. Being confused about who and what you're attracted to is fine. Some days feeling like yesterday I was on top of the world with my friends and we had the time of our lives, and waking up and not wanting to be alive is fine, within reason. So for me, living holistically means taking care of yourself, allowing for yourself to explore the environment that you're in, allowing yourself to make mistakes, allowing yourself to change degrees, because guys, I can't emphasize it enough. This is the time. Like, this is the time. And you know in your heart if you're studying something that you may not like, if you want to change your course, if you want to take a leave of absence, a break. Putting yourself first is super important. So take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, do your schoolwork, but also, man, guys, you're your biggest priority. And varsity is scary and it's daunting, but it's also super exciting. So I don't want you, I don't want to sound like, oh my God, varsity, because that's not it. Like, it really is an exciting time and an exciting space. And I do think that being at varsity, especially in South Africa, is a huge, guys, it's not given. Going to varsity in this country, people fight for it on a daily. So being able to be in this room and be at a residence, irregardless of who's paying, I don't care about a bursary, I don't care about parents, the fact that you're here is a blessing in and of itself. So you deserve to enjoy it. Don't let school take away from life. Don't let school take away from you. Don't let school rob you of yourself.
Yeah. Remind yourselves of the reason why. Why are you doing this? Why health science?
Yes.
I think the challenges that we face now are building blocks to what we're going to come across in the real world. You are going to get mean people. You are going to get people not going to understand you. And it's okay. Live your life the way you want to live it. Allow yourselves to make mistakes. If you feel like, you know what, I'm 100% sure on my choices today, and then something drastic happens the next day, and you're like, actually, no. It's okay to start over. You guys are so young.
Sorry.
so young, and there is no rush in growing up. What was there yesterday, the party and the whatevers, it will forever be there. Prioritize yourselves. If mentally you're like, hey, I know we were supposed to go out, but nah. I cannot. I've been in my PJs the entire day, and lectures can miss me.
Yes.
But it's also important to surround yourself with people who are going to be really honest with you. If it's like friend, no. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, yes. But I'm not going to allow myself to even allow you to stay in this pit forever. Having a great support structure really helps.
Pearl said that it's okay to not know what's going on. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we fake it until we make it.
Until
we believe it even.
And one thing about Pearl and I, we will fake it until we make it. So I don't want you guys to also put this pressure on yourselves to finish varsity and then expect to know what the next step is going to be. I had very unrealistic views on life. I thought that you go to varsity, you get your degree, and then afterwards you get a job, you fall in love, you get married. And that's not true, and that's not life, and each of your journeys are going to be so different but so unique and true to you. So honor your journey. If you want to take a break, take a break. You'll catch up with everyone when you need to. If you finish varsity and you graduate cum laude and you're struggling to find a job, that's life. Like, that really is life. You can excel in the time in which you're in now, and the environment you're in now, but you're still being shielded from a lot. Like, varsity for me is the in-between like reality and high school. So you're being exposed to certain things and you're becoming aware of certain things, but you're not living in the real world yet. And I didn't know that. So I thought that getting a degree would sort my problems. I mean, I don't have a degree, I still have problems, and I'm sure if I had one, I still have some problems. Okay, the second point says how to deal with pressure that comes with your newfound independence. Guys, my mom's in the room. Hey mom. And man, I know she doesn't know the half of my varsity stories. I struggled with the independence. I really did. So obviously I didn't go to a boarding school. I lived at home with my parents, came home every day. They dropped me off at the parties, they picked me up from the parties. Very controlled. They know who I am, what I'm doing. I then went to UCT, Cape Town, a different city. They're far from me. They don't see me. They don't know what I'm doing. And I struggled with that because I felt like I had to make up for lost time. I felt as if there were people who were just progressively ahead of me in terms of a social life. Yeah. So because I went out, but I didn't go out. Yeah. So I tried to use that time a week and more than a week to make sure that I've caught up and I understand. Having independence is beautiful. I think you get to become your own person and express yourselves in the ways that you want to. My dress sense changed when I moved away, not because my parents were holding me back, but because I allowed for myself to explore that, and I started to see I saw what I liked around me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I want to try that. Cape Town. And I'm Cape Town. I'm so far. I want to do this with my hair. I'm going to do that with my hair. But with independence comes responsibility. So now if you get caught up in that, the last thing you want to do is find yourself in a tight spot when it does come to things that really matter and the reason that you have here, which is school. You are responsible for yourself. You're a young adult. No one can tell you what. Okay, you want to go out, you want to go out. You want to sleep at somebody's house, you want to sleep at somebody's house. You know, you get to choose all of that, but in choosing that, remember what has afforded you the possibility of choosing that. You know what I mean? You're at varsity, you're at res, you're far from home, so that has created an environment for you to express yourself or to live your life in whatever manner in which you want. So remember that the reason that you are here is school, and that is affording you this experience of life. But it's okay to trip and fall, man. Yeah. It's okay it's not okay to miss a tutorial, it's not okay to miss an assignment, but you're learning. And if there's ever a time to learn and to make mistakes, it's now. Yeah.
Yo, my first day at varsity, I was a totally different person. Like, I met, like, you know when you meet someone that is exactly like you, you're like, oh my gosh, why wasn't I friends with you like in high school? Oh my gosh, we were like from 2 different areas. I met that one friend. I mean, the first week of doing my admin, I mean, I'm sort of like a perfectionist, so I had my books, I had my tablet, I had, you know, oh Pearl, where are you going? I mean, like, classes haven't started. No, I'm gonna go get my tablet. Tablet, we had to, what? So a week later, Pearl, where are you going? Oh no, there's a hangout party at the gym, so I'm gonna go there. Oh Pearl, where are you? No, I'm going to Sun City. What do you mean? Yeah, like, that hectic. My mom used to call me, where are you, how's school? Oh no, I'm great. We're even taking, you know, a break. We're at Sun City. Aren't you in Gauteng? You're not even in like Gauteng, an entire different province. Yeah, no, ma, we just came to visit, you know, Karaba's family. And then I failed my first module. And then I remembered, your mom isn't even paying for this. This is someone else's money. Like, you're basically wasting this person's, like, this person put their belief in you. Like, they don't know you, they didn't have to, but because of a conversation you had with them, they were like, I believe in you. Yeah. I am legit putting my trust in you. And this is not just any school. It's a private institution where they're paying you res, they're paying you, like they have their own kids. And I had to like check myself real quick.
Yeah. The third point says, how to navigate through romantic relationships while staying true to yourself.
Yo.
I
entered varsity. The pits. I entered varsity with like a heartbreak, and I think that's what triggered my rebellion, if I should put it that way. Because I was like,
you were newly single.
Yeah, I was newly single, and I had my new friend to back me up. So she was like, no, we are definitely going out in the town, but boys will come and go. And you guys are young. And we're all different. I mean, I have a friend who's married, we're 25, well, 24, 25, she's 25 already, married with 2 kids to a high school sweetheart. And that she has always wanted that.
Indeed.
She was like, I am going to marry this particular person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have his kids. That's me. I was just like, I just want a Range Rover by the time I turn 25. Well, even though like I'm 25, but I don't have a Range Rover, but it's fine. But we all have different things we want in life, and that is the truth of life. I do. Boys, yo.
Mom, close your ears. Okay, so I entered varsity with a boyfriend. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 1. He was like my high school boyfriend-ish on and off, and then ironically he wanted to rekindle things just as I was about to go to varsity. Nami gets yes baby, I do. Yes. Let's try ourselves out. And I think we didn't last a week. But purely because our lives were so different. Like he was talking to me about the same mundane things, and I was at varsity. And he was older than me but didn't go to varsity. Like a year older. A year older and didn't go to varsity. So I became single in first year, which was lovely. Because everyone was just pretty, everyone was cute, everyone was new, everyone was fresh. There was just a lot to do, a lot to explore. But then I found myself in a relationship towards the end of the year, and for the majority of my university experience, I was in a relationship. And I mean, I don't regret it because I definitely did learn things, and it definitely has helped shape me to the person that I am. But I lost myself completely. Like I wasn't Google for 4 years. I didn't go, so I didn't have social media until 2018, end of 2018. I deleted Instagram end of matric. I just got over the app. And then in varsity, I had wanted to come back, but I didn't because you're injured. I mean, he never said don't. I put that pressure on myself. But yeah, so I didn't have social media. I didn't go out. If my friends wanted, there was a point where my friends would have to come to my place to see me, or we're going to yours. Anything that was in a public space, I did not do. Anything that I thought was, girl, anything that anything I thought that would maybe upset brothers, you know. And I think it's because one, I didn't know Google, and I was dimming my light to accommodate someone else. I knew I was more than that. I had always known that I was more than that, but it was comfortable playing that because this person accepted me, and in that time I was worried about them being proud of me and accepting of me. So it's very easy to lose yourself, especially when you don't know yourself. You're learning a lot. The things that I wanted in a boyfriend at your age now and what I want now, two different things, two very different things. So I think that at that time I had attracted what I thought I wanted and what I thought I had needed, which is fine and that is fair. But as soon as it no longer serves you, it has got to go. It has got to go. The relationships you are in now, even some of the friendships that you may have now, may not be forever. And that's not a bad thing, because as a person you grow and you change, so naturally you will outgrow certain people because the thing that combines you guys or that you bond over no longer exists. So I want to also say, like, failed friendships or friendship fallouts aren't they're not as negative as what everyone makes them seem to be. Like sometimes it's just like we're not there anymore. Like we used to relate on this, we don't relate on this anymore. You were my boyfriend during this time, yeah, I mean I didn't want better and you knew that and you took me for a ride, so now I'm out. Like these things, they happen and they're okay.
And don't stay in a relationship because of years. We've been together for 3 years.
What's that? The importance of communication and not bottling up issues you're facing. I hate confrontation as a person of any sort. Like I run away from it, I avoid it, but in avoiding it I realized that I was only letting myself down because one, I was allowing for whoever was treating me in whatever manner to continue because I'm not saying anything and they think it's okay. And my mom always says this to me, you teach people how to treat you. So if you're allowing for certain things to be said to you about you, then some people will continue. It's okay to have a backbone and to be like, no. Also, I used to think that because I wasn't confrontational, I was a better person because I was drama free. Like, oh, no, I don't fight with people, I don't do that. But that's a lie. Like, all I was doing was taking away from me and harming myself at the end of it. So if you are facing issues with someone, obviously there's a way to go about having a conversation. Don't knock on someone's door today because obviously they're not gonna be receptive to that. But be sure of what you're feeling. That's also another thing. I also wasn't confrontational because I would doubt what I was feeling. I'm like, oh, but maybe this person didn't. And no, like these things are happening to you. You're not imagining them. You know, like trust your thoughts, trust your gut, and then go about having a conversation. Being like, I didn't like what you did. Also, when you have a conversation, it is for you and you only. You do not, unfortunately, we can't determine how someone is going to take and receive that. Someone may be apologetic, someone may want to fight you via the fact that you're bringing up something. There are various different responses, but as long as you know that you're doing it for you, that is the most important thing. Because then it makes it easier walking away from a situation knowing that, like, I said my piece, I did what I did, and that's that. If this person didn't handle it properly, if this person is disregarding my feelings, then that speaks to the nature of your relationship already, and that person shouldn't be in your life. Even beyond your friendships, I know also in varsity, like we had weird situations with lectures at school, and we would keep quiet about them. You have a right to contest, you have a right to question, respectfully, of course. So if something is happening and when you're not sure about it and you have a feeling about it, do that. You have a voice, use it. No one should ever make you feel as if you're in a position or a space where your voice doesn't count. Yeah. And
it starts with self. In order for you to know what you like, to know what you don't like, to know what you will tolerate and what you won't, you need to actively start spending time with yourself. Yes.
We always like a channel with dropping some bars. We can get that.
Always. I don't really know if I can do it. I don't know. I need a beat. Like, you can do it. Yeah. You want me to rap? Give me a beat. Meet me halfway. Guys, I'm so shy. When it comes to rapping, I really am. I really am. I don't really. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I need to get into the beat. Give me something. Why would we keep the camera? I don't know what to say or what to do, cause you know I'm chilling with the crew. Alright, we in this. No, don't do that. Flash.
I turned it off so you can, go again.
Okay, now I have to start again.
Yeah.
Help me, y'all.
Relationship 101.
There was. Okay. This is how it happens, by the way. I never sit down on the guys. I'm not a rapper. There's some days I sit down, I say, and it works. But normally this is how it happens. Okay. Okay. Chilling with Sis GU. And you know that we kinda cool. Hey, and you know we in the stew. Hey, what about you, boo? What you do? What I will do, have a day, I will send it to you.
Thank you.
And you'll play it. And I'll write you guys something.
Yay!
Just because it really is a mood thing. And I wasn't, you know, I was with my mom in the car. We're having serious chat. So I'm here. And, you know, I'm not like, but I will definitely do that.
When you guys leave varsity, you're gonna walk into the workspace where you're gonna be with people's parents, probably people who could be your grandparents, and just know that change is different to other generations, and it's okay to be who you are, and it's okay to walk in and dress up. I think, honestly, I work at a law firm thing, but I think I'm the only one that dresses up for work. My boss comes to work in Uggs. In Uggs. And I honestly believe in dressing for the part that you want.
Yes.
And I'm just like, that corner office, I want it. And I remember I had a conversation with the CEO and he's like, yeah, so in a couple of years, obviously you're going to be admitted and get it. And I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, so after admission, what's going to happen? Well, sir, your chair's going to be mine. And at first, after saying that, I was like, who do you think you are? But you never know that just being yourself, what opportunities and what doors that can open. You know, now it's Ankeri said you want my seat. Now, for your articles, it would mean that I know this law firm, I know whoever, let's get to working. All you need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, work hard, and I'll put in a good word for you. That's all, just by being yourself. So change is good.
I'm just gonna go off of what Pro said, the tongue has power. What you speak over yourself has power. So it wasn't just about you saying that, it was the fact that you've spoken it over your life, and that seat will be yours because you believe that you have what it takes to get there. You may not be there right now, but you see it for yourself, so speak it into existence. My message to you guys is that you're enough where you are right now. Whatever you are going through, you are enough. You're where you need to be. You are doing your best. Enjoy it. Life does get hard. Your life is a baller. Life is life. But enjoy it and stay true to yourself. You know, and don't nitpick at yourself too hard. Don't think that you don't deserve to be in a certain room. Don't think that you can't have certain conversations, that you don't qualify for certain conversations rather. So yeah, I just think, guys, have a good time. Varsity is a good time. I miss it. Yeah, I really, really, really do. So yeah, guys, be in the moment. Live life, live large. City girls are up.
Thank you guys, Christians, for coming. And thank you to you two beautiful ladies for coming, for your honesty, your vulnerability, your time, your kindness, your patience with our questions, even though some of you didn't ask. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you. This is just a small token of appreciation for everything that you taught us today. I hope everybody's taking something away. I know I am. It's such a pleasure to have people that you look up to in your own space, and being so open and kind with you. So thank you for being real. Thank you for being human. Thank you for being here. Now clap for me, guys. What's up?